Taylor situates himself as the quarterback. Brosmer, throwback, Taylor.
No gain there.
I would bet a jar of Mayo that was the play he wanted in. Brosmer, fake, pressure, end zone incomplete. Brosmer, check down, incomplete. And the left footer misses it. Harry Worth pointed out as well, Malachi Thomas in the game. They were hoping he'd be healthy enough to play, and you know he's going to pay some dividends as Thomas. He's been banged up this year, but without the services of Bayshall Tootin, they certainly want Thomas to be a factor tonight.
Yeah, nice job there from Coleman Bryson, number 16 on the back end, coming down to make the tackle one-on-one. That's what we talked about the first possession. This defense does not miss many open field tackles.
Pressure coming. Schlee sees it, pulls it down, wisely gets down. It's Maverick Baranowski.
Well, the offense doesn't change much with Schlee in there. See the numbers right there, 346, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. As you saw in that previous play, a mobile quarterback as well. So the entire arsenal, entire playbook is there here in this third and medium.
So Schlee got hurt against Duke, which is what forced the William Watson, the redshirt freshman, to start against Virginia. Schlee came in when Kyron Drones was injured, as Harry alluded to a minute ago. So third down, Virginia Tech yet to get a first down tonight. That changes with Tyler Mason, the true freshman out of North Carolina, getting 5.
Well, Parker Clements, the right tackle, just takes the defensive end and shoves him down, clearing the lane for the running back to get the first down. And see if you can get some rhythm here offensively.
And with Mason and some of these youngsters, he's a true freshman. You weren't going to play much with Bayshall Tootin out there, who had a remarkable season for 1,100 yards rushing. But now it's a next man up mentality in some of these bowl games, and Mason hoping to take advantage of it tonight. Play fake. Dangerous, but caught. Big play, Aiden Green, flagged down.
Aiden Green's been the guy. Look at the edge pressure. This is what you call the run-pass options for. If he has a quarterback, you see that pressure off the edge. You got to be quick like a shortstop to get it out to the flat and let your receiver do the rest.
During the run, holding, offense number 1. 10-yard penalty from the spot. Repeat first down.
So that on Ali. Jennings typically wears number 0. Jennings wearing number 1 tonight. You mentioned Aiden Green there a second ago. Jennings and Gosnell, Stephen Gosnell, actually House Gosnell, both he and Benji are going to have to be big tonight, with Jalen Lane and Daquan Felton opting out for the Hokies.
Yeah, an easy call there for the refs. I mean, anytime you get to that 0-by-3 formation, so 3 receivers to the field, no one to the backside, running back to that same side as the receivers, you're going to get sometimes that zone read with the RPO. Good study there from the Minnesota defense.
Now 1st and 19 after the penalty. On motion, Mason, boy, he's got some quick motion, then got the handoff underneath, and a gain of 6 brought down by Coleman Bryson.
Well, that's what they're so excited about 23. They said that the speed, the perimeter play, get him on the edge, find creative ways just like that just to get 23 the ball. He gained some confidence in that Virginia game. Now they're excited to see, with all that bowl prep along with these other guys, what he can do in a full game.
Worth pointing out, a Minnesota defense that ranked 10th in points per game, 17.5, and 6th in yards per game. A couple of their stars are out tonight as well. 2nd and 13, Schlee with time, lofts one up over the middle. It's Aiden Green. Green brought down at the 2. Larry Brown after 67.
Get cover 4, two double post route to the boundary, and then a deep cross to number 26 coming from right to left from the formation. The safety and corner are gone with the post routes, and all of a sudden you get that deep cross wide open for the massive gain.
Just 13 receptions all year long for Aiden Green for 153 yards. Pressure on Schlee back of the end zone. Just tosses it up. Gosnell, the nearest man. Anthony Smith brought the pressure for the Gophers.
Well, let's go back to that last play and look at it. Cover 4. You're going to see the safety and corner on the backside. So we're going to get post route, another post route, and then the deep cross route. And you're going to see to the boundary, corner's gone, safety's gone, and then 26 now is wide open. And I like his little under and up on the linebacker as well to create some time for the quarterback to get through his reads.
Just 32 yards in the first 14 plays for the Hokies, 67 on the big one. 2nd and goal. Schlee to the left, Schlee to the end zone. Extra point is good. Into the wind, so Parrish will have an opportunity. He fields it at his 5, takes it to the 10, the true freshman at the 15 and 20, and that's where he is brought down.
I went for a second bite. I liked it so much.
You didn't have a pregame meal. Brosmer play fake, taking a shot, has a receiver and just overthrows Elijah Spencer. That big play was the longest pass play of the season for Virginia Tech as Minnesota has the ball again. Hokies showing blitz. They bring it. Brosmer, pick it up, incomplete. Flags down. Late flag at that.
There are 2 fouls by the defense. Offside, number 23 is declined. Pass interference, defense number 5. The ball was placed in the spot of the foul and included an automatic first down.
Jaron Mangum in the backfield. He's the bigger of the 2 backs, and you see it there. Mangum's a load, including their all-everything left tackle, Ariante Ursery. He's headed to the NFL as Brosmer a handoff on first down, and a good job by Mangum. Texas for, yes, he was eating Longhorn for a while. Mangum again. They've got something with him, and he takes it to the right side, and he's going to get a first down for Minnesota. Minnesota getting it done on the ground. Got the first down from the penalty. Another handoff, this to Darius Taylor. The quicker scat back of the 2, and a gain of 1. Brosmer just gets it off. Designed run.
Love to watch the film on him.
6 straight runs for the Gophers. 3rd and 8. Brosmer, one-on-one, takes a shot downfield. What a throw, what a catch. Minnesota has goal to go in this game. Toss outside. Is he going to throw it? Has a man. Caught. Touchdown. By my count, that's 3 trick plays for the Gophers. Answer to make it 7-7 here in the second quarter. Thomas Williams will have that at his 2 to the 10, 15-20. Williams with a crease to the 30, 35, just shy of the 40.
Oh, we have to wait.
Schlee, first down, incomplete. Dude, it is awful.
Not really bad.
What is your problem?
Kind of like it. I love ice cream so much.
You know what's amazing?
That's my problem.
Is Mullen was saying the same thing. That was hideous.
It's very cold. I've got some friends as well. Oh, we got the play here.
We do. Schlee going deep. Almost intercepted.
Offside, defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
Yeah, both
to the
Gosnells,
field. Yeah, let's see what they can do here.
Benji and Steven, 3rd and 8. Third down, pressure. Schlee able to get out of it. Great job by Schlee. Has a receiver deep. Incomplete. I'll say this, Matt Austin, if it's called consistently that way tonight, let's do it. Let them play. Parrish on the bounce, and Aaron. So Brosmer, after the big play, check down. You talked about it a minute ago, West Coast offense, Darius Taylor. He's got the touchdown pass tonight, not Brosmer. He took a look deep, did Brosmer, did a smart job checking it down. I got a first down to show
they're
for
playing
it.
quarters coverage, so it's two verticals to the boundary, so you go 1 to 2. You don't like it, turns into man-to-man coverage essentially, and then find your running back out of the backfield. I love the progression, but I also love the arm angle there, getting around the defender and putting an accurate pass to his running back to get close to a first down.
So check that, yeah, inches from a first down, 2nd and inches. Taylor still in the backfield. Play fake open. Brosmer over the middle. Caught. That's Lemecki Brockington, and Brosmer finds him again. Good to see Brockington back out, injured after the big play in a game.
That deep cross for the first down.
Here comes Gopher tempo. Brosmer quick outside to the tight end Gears. Jenkins again, and a gain of 3. What a gift it is in college football to have not only a veteran quarterback who understands the offense, but a veteran quarterback that's going to play in a bowl game and understand the opportunity he has in front of him.
Yeah, and working with guys that he necessarily hasn't worked with the entire season. I mean, he's missing some of his best receivers, especially Daniel Jackson, who, played every single position for this offense, in the slot, on the outside, a lot of motion, and still going out there and having a nice first half as this quarterback.
Coming in, Brosmer needed 8 completions to set the school record. Now just needs 2. Roll out to the right. Whole field open. Has a guy in the end zone. Incomplete. 3rd and 6. Mangum in the backfield. Big fella to the right. Mangum. First down and more. I tell you what, this kid has been a load early on for 18. Alvis and Williams on the stop. Minnesota in business.
Well, look at the offensive line. First off, give props to the big uglies up front, but 6'2", 235 is number 8, the running back position. And once he gets going downhill, good luck slowing him down. But man, those offensive line did a good job. They mugged those linebackers up too. And once you're able to log those guys up, there's a huge crease.
Mangum averaging 9 yards per carry. Give it to him again. He won't get 9 yards on this one. Good job by Virginia Tech. Emmett Laws, another one of the true freshmen. So I've already called 4 true freshmen's names tonight, in Clark and Laws and Jenkins. It's just that kind of night for Virginia Tech, who lost a lot of their veteran players.
Well, the coaching staff was super excited. They treated bowl prep like spring practice.
Right.
A lot of tackling, a lot of drills, a lot of good on good. It felt like a lot of these young freshmen developed and took their game to the next level, and we're really excited to see what they can do here in a live situation.
It's Taylor motioning back into the backfield, 2nd and 10. Pry gets the timeout just before the snap. Saquon Barkley.
Try not to go viral there. I stopped myself.
2nd and 10, you did. You up-talked, so I knew. End around to Brockington. Again, good job by the Hokies, stringing him outside. Brockington brought down by Spencer for 2.
This red zone defense has been absolutely terrific in this football game. I mean, it took a trick play on the previous possession for Minnesota to score a touchdown. When they're playing just straight-up football, this Hokies defense bend but don't break so far.
What do you like here, 3rd and 8?
I like the big tight ends. You're going to put them in the slot right there to the field. You got your big tight end along with Spencer, number 11, your go-to receiver here in this football game.
See what Brosmer does. Looks right, keeps it right. Touchdown, Minnesota. Elijah Spencer again, as Brosmer stayed in the pocket, knew he was going to get popped and delivered a strike.
Well, you go to the guys that you trust. I mean, I love right there. You feel that as a quarterback. You see that red color coming right down you. And then it's very savvy from Spencer, feeling the zone coverage, coming right around, presenting his numbers to the quarterback. But most importantly, like I said, you go to guys that you trust and that you've worked with. Spencer is that guy for his quarterback here tonight.
4th career multi-TD game for Spencer. And back-to-back touchdown drives, 80 and 65 yards respectively. We're gonna make it work somehow, some way. Thomas Williams at his 5. Now to the 15. And that's where he's wrapped up by the Minnesota special teams as William Watson now, Pop Watson back in, gives it to Coney. Minnesota right there.
Well, this offense has struggled. Only 102 yards on 20 plays. 67 of that, though, came on one play. So trying to find a way to create just a consistent drive, methodically move the football. You bring back your starting quarterback in the game. See if you can get him on the run a little bit. Nice, easy completion.
So it moves the ball with Colin Slee a couple of possessions. Pop coming back in, who got the start. We knew we'd see both quarterbacks coming in. Watson over the middle. Can he pop one here? Overthrows Jennings. He had a step on Ethan Robinson, bringing up 3rd and long.
And the ball was just a little bit too flat for my liking from the quarterback. I need a little bit more up and down, and you also have to understand it's windy down there. You're throwing with the wind, so that ball is going to continue to sail on you as well. Missed opportunity, and a nice route by Jennings.
So Virginia Tech just two first downs in the game. Had the big play early. Minnesota showing pressure. They bring it. Full blitz. Watson has a man open, and a good job by Pop finding Keelan Adams, true freshman. Virginia beats Virginia. Got 14 on 3rd and 10.
And that's when Pop's at his best, when he just can be an athlete. Feels the pressure, sees it. They're bringing multiple guys to his left, eludes it, and then finds a wide open receiver for the first down. And sometimes you just need one first down just to get the rhythm going a little bit, move around as well.
He was the Massachusetts Gatorade Player of the Year back in 2022. Was Pop Watson, got his nickname from his grandfather, played in Springfield, Massachusetts at Central. A local legend in those parts, hoping that translates to Virginia Tech. And he gets brought down and swallowed. He didn't have a shot with Devin Williams and Anthony Smith bearing down on him, and that's going to be a loss of 6.
I mean, they're bringing all 3 linebackers on this play. They're going to bring the Mike, the middle linebacker, and the Sam, the strong linebacker, and then the Will linebacker is going to wrap all the way across from the other side, and eventually is the one to make the sack there. Is number 9 coming in there along with 0. Talk about the speed of this defense and those linebackers. A lot of fun to watch here this evening.
So 2nd and 16 after the sack. That's Gosnell in motion. Another play fake, another sack. Pressure, Henderson. He came in unblocked.
Well, he timed it perfectly. I almost thought you're gonna see from the top of your screen, he times it up so nice.
Our apologies, Aaron has Mayo on his fingers. He's not able to draw a telestration at the moment.
Greasy fingers just did not work with the iPad there.
We will wipe off his hands as soon as we can. That's going to be a free play for Watson. See if he takes advantage downfield. Jump ball incomplete. Intended for Jennings. They'll get 5 yards of that, 26 back.
Offside, defense number 0 in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
That was Anthony Smith.
A lot of contact down the field, but you and I are...
Turn around, Shep, audio man of the Stars, is handing you paper towels. Get those Mayo fingers all worked out.
I know, I love using the telly, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, we'll do it, we'll persevere. Got a whole half of football left. You work all year to get to this moment. You're going to get rewarded with a Mayo bath for the head coach. College football's the best. Pop Watson trying to get something back, and he does. 21, probably too insurmountable to get on 3rd down and a gain of 9, and that'll bring out the punting unit for the Hokies. Maybe, but Kevin Connors, you won't say this in public, but I know you put Duke's Mayo in that head of hair of yours. It is so healthy and gorgeous. He won't say it, but I know it. Big punt here into the wind. See if he can get Coy Parrish off his spot. Oh, what a cut. See if he can outrun the defense. Parrish to the sidelines, and you see he's got a good future ahead of him in the Big Ten as pressure is coming. Picked up Brosmer all kinds of time. Checks it down to Taylor, who gets what he can out of a check down. And that's one of the staples of the West Coast offense, right? We saw it growing up with Joe Montana and Roger Craig out of the backfield, Tom Rathman.
It's all timing.
It's all
timing. You have to listen to your feet. It's 1, 2, 3, bam, check down.
You see Brosmer sets the record for completions in a season. There's a check down again to Spencer, who's had a big half with 2 touchdowns. And Brosmer continues to run this offense at a doctorate level, which, by the way, when his NFL career is over, he wants to be a doctor.
No, he wants to be a doctor. And it's funny, when I was having my cup of coffee with Kansas City, I tried to change up my footwork in the gun, and Coach Reed lost it on me. He said, what are you doing? Your right foot does not go back. Your right foot goes forward. When you take the snap, it's all about timing. It's 1, 2, 3, quick hitch.
Yeah.
He felt like even changing my feet would mess up the West Coast offense.
Did you put Mayo in that cup of coffee in the NFL?
Yeah, I should have. Like our boy Will Levis. Maybe later in the show we'll give Will Levis's.
I probably wouldn't follow Levis's routine.
Yeah, true.
1st and 10, Brosmer, one-on-one coverage. That's incomplete, intended for Gears.
Caleb Woodson, the linebacker there, one-on-one, and this linebacker crew, Woodson and Keller, really has kept this defense together, working with a lot of these young guys during the bowl prep, making sure everyone's ready to go here this evening. Brand new secondary, some new faces up front, but those guys have been consistent.
And worth pointing out, they made a defensive coordinator switch. Sean Quinn, the interim, but they also brought back legendary Bud Foster. 25 years as defensive coordinator at Virginia Tech. He is back full-time in an advisory role. He's here tonight in the booth. See if he can't get this young defense going as Taylor breaks one off on 2nd and 10. He picks up 18. Is Quentin Reddish, the Charlotte Independence native, bringing him down.
Well, I love the play call here from Greg Harbaugh Jr. 2 high safeties, thinking they're going to throw the football here, and they look up and say, we got 1:07 to go on the clock, plenty of time, veteran quarterback, let's just run the football, and 3 timeouts. So really, really savvy call there from the OC.
Ian Brosmer's relationship, Harbaugh Jr.'s relationship with Brosmer, says he sometimes finds him in his office sitting in his chair. The quarterback, not the coach. Brosmer, deep, overshoots his guys. Safety was over the top. Christian Driver, the intended receiver.
I don't know if Bobo would have let that fly back in the day for me. If he walked in his office and I'm just sitting there, feet up on the desk, drinking my mayonnaise and coffee.
You were setting records.
Tape.
You got to let him know, you were the boss, but you were the alpha. Aaron Murray was setting records in the SEC. What are we doing? Bobo should have given you his chair.
The Southern coaching flavor is a little bit harsher than the Midwest.
Play clock down to 1. Play off. They didn't get it off. That's going to be a delay of game, it looks like. Penalty down. 3 timeouts. That's surprising that happened.
Well, they expect him to check plays, get everything situated, and snap the ball.
Ball start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. 8-second down.
Yeah, so it wasn't delay of game. It was a false start on the center, Greg Johnson.
But so that the offensive line gets very antsy. They know that, hey, this ball's getting snapped. Defense is coming. They're standing in that. That's the one thing when you start checking a lot of plays, that offensive line's been in their position for 15, 20 seconds rearing to go.
Can I tell you something real quick? My Diet Coke tastes like Mayo now. All right, end of story. 2nd and 15. Taylor. Touchdown, Minnesota. "21 unanswered points, 3 straight TDs for the Gophers." And you talked about the savvy play calling. There it was again in a big run for 28 and a touchdown.
And just untouched. We're going to get some views of this one, but the receiver on the backside, if you get long runs, it's usually because receivers are blocking the secondary. He gets to the safety, which allows the running back to cut north, find that crease and take it to the end zone for another touchdown.
That young Virginia Tech defense is getting its work tonight. He's not spitting out chocolate bar, and you knew he would.
Yeah, let the mascot that was trying to get the digits of some girl, but other than that, they cannot talk.
Mascots have that swagger, especially a Mayo mascot. All right, so Pop Watson back in at quarterback, Tyler Mason there. Under a minute, young quarterback, what do you expect on this drive?
Hopefully they don't do what Georgia did last night and try and throw the football.
I wasn't going to bring it up. You're working through your Georgia. I'm working through my Arizona State. Minnesota, for that matter, with 3 hasn't either. High snap. First down, Virginia Tech. That's Malachi Thomas. Minnesota backs off its pressure. Watson has a guy on the sideline. That's a big-time throw to Aiden Green. And you talked on it, Aaron. All they had to do is get a big pop, see if they can't get in field goal range.
Yeah, I think this may be a little bit too far for a field goal. Maybe another 5 yards with the win. Give it a chance, but still, love the calm footwork in there. Trusts his offensive line, and then 26, Green finds a way to get just 1 foot in, and now
John Love
try.
Yeah, he kicked a 57-yarder.
Final timeout of the half.
John Love kicked a 57-yarder at Miami. That was the 3rd longest field goal in school history.
This is a great Minnesota football team. I think we anticipated that even without their best receiver, a couple offensive linemen, their 2 starting tackles, but still an absolute stud of a quarterback, a defense that has been just incredible this entire season. So not surprised with the outcome here to start the game.
So Parrish will be back there, back of the end zone, as Love tries to make a 60-yard field goal here at the end of the first half. Hold had some work. Good!
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Brosmer over the middle. I can't talk because there's barbecue sauce all over my face and fingers. I need to scrub in like I'm scrubbing in for surgery because Elijah Spencer and a gain of 26.
Oh, we need some wet wipes up here.
Oh my
We need some wet wipes up here.
Did they put glue on that thing?
Sticky, icky, icky. Hey, we may not be able to use the telestrator to midway through the 4th quarter.
Duke's Mayo, it is officially game over up here in the booth. We've officially lost it. So after the big play, they stick it on the ground. And where's Harry Lyles been?
Mayo, the ball carrier from Minnesota.
He is eating a moon pie. Harry, were the holidays that hard on you? Why are you up there by yourself? He's eating a moon pie and mayo like chips and salsa.
I'm just waiting for him to give a little clean shave to that head with some mayonnaise on top.
It's my second one, too, guys.
Oh,
Good.
It's happening.
Don't knock it till you try it.
2nd and 9. Brosmer, check down over the middle. That's there all day if he wants it. That's Nick Callerup. I can't touch, You think I'm kidding? I can't touch it.
It sticks well.
I
It sticks well for the hair. It sticks well for the hair.
You have, like...
Yeah, no telly for a little bit. No telly for a little bit.
We lost it. All right, 1st and 10. I'm giving my game ball to Shep. One-on-one down the middle. Brosmer didn't see it in time. He pulls it and runs. Again, we were talking about it kind of lovingly during the break. We didn't know Brosmer had that in him, but he's deceptively mobile now, gain of 3.
He had the first possession of the game, showed that a little athleticism. I was like, okay, didn't really see this on tape. I mean, you saw the Tom Brady movement with inside the pocket, the footwork, just buying a quick second to find the check down. But a couple times on the run here, able to get some nice yardage with his legs.
It looks like a crime scene up here in the booth. 2nd and 6.
So this is probably the reason why I don't eat turkey legs, just a little too messy.
I'll dive into that later. Taylor off the left side. He's got all kinds of space. Tries the stiff arm, and actually the Virginia Tech defender, Thomas Williams, got a better of him on it, and a gain of 6.
We need to see the receiver Haynes on the outside. We talk about taking 2 for 1. He takes the cornerback to the safety and then lifts the safety off the ground. What a block there. And this is what springs the running back for a nice gain. You see the safety on the ground. We're going to look at this one. Look at him. Bam!
That's so good.
2 for 1.
You know, that's a tie. Thomas Williams withstood all of that.
No, he got put down.
All right. Mangum in the backfield. Brosmer going to go to him on the wheel routes. Got some hands as well. Waited just a touch late for him to get out of the backfield. Dante Lovett there in Minnesota kind of methodically working their way down the field here in the 3rd quarter.
I mean, you're seeing a lot of zone coverage. I mean, Virginia Tech, they want to try to keep everything in front. They don't want to make a big mistake. And right now you're seeing an offense that's just running what we call like a spacing concept.
Oh, sentence, the barbecue sauce got you.
It's sort of coming a little bit.
I feel like you just got by barbecue as Taylor takes it up the middle.
I feel like I handled it pretty well. I just kept trying.
Any other game, I wouldn't call you out, but it's the Duke's Mayo Bowl, and you're getting called out for it.
Woo, that turkey leg.
How do you feel about your first experience?
Messy.
Yeah,
sticky.
Yeah.
A little sticky. But I think we're good now. We should be good for the Telestrator.
We were watching Capital One Bowl Mania, emphasis on Mania. Now remember, there's a celebrity reveal after the game. So Tubby is going to be revealed. Minute and a half here in the 3rd quarter. That's some good patience there by Taylor. He waited for that defense to kind of clear with the blocks. Blitz coming. Quick shot, Brosmer. Good job by the Hokies sniffing that one out.
Got it. You know, we ought to do. What's with the thick eyebrows too, Tubby? Are you like that underneath the suit as well? Got it. Awesome.
3rd and 10. Brosmer comes up. That's Hayes. Does he get enough? He's going to be just short.
There
it is. Yep. Minnesota 8 of 9 coming into the game on 4th down conversions, make it 9 of 10. So a conversion there on 4th down from Minnesota. Drive continues to start the 4th. Aaron Murray, Matt Berry, Harry Lyles, play fake for Brosmer, lofts it up, and no one home, trying to get it back to Spencer. Already with youth tonight, handoff up the middle as Taylor's had a good night tonight, trying for his 10th 100-yard rushing game.
It's like possible man-to-man coverage with that motion and with the running back.
Pressure, sacked, Penne. On the way. Kesic good. See what they can do to build on tonight. They'll have a new quarterback next year after Brosmer's off to the NFL. They like Drake Lindsay, the young guy. Only second possession of the second half for the Hokies. Quick pitch outside. Tyler Mason, the freshman. I'll tell you, of all the young players we've seen tonight, proud history running backs, even going back to Suggs, Kevin Jones, that crew. Schlee, reverse. Adams, space. There goes Adams, tripped up.
Unfortunate for him, pancaked. Big number 75 is going to come around, sees him one-on-one, and puts him on his butt, leading the charge down the field for another explosive play for this offense.
Give him credit, he recognized the play, but so did the Virginia Tech offensive lineman as Schlee now runs the option. And every time we've seen Schlee come in a couple of times, two-score game, 24-10. Hands it off to Mason, and Anthony Smith bear hugs him. And a loss of 2. Big third down. Schlee gonna keep it. Minnesota ready for it. Schlee, throw. You mentioned Gosnell, it is incomplete.
It's a great start.
Brosmer and Taylor, can they get a great start to this drive? No. Virginia Tech's defense there, Caleb Spencer. -1 on that one.
A perfect time to bring the blitz, bringing 2 off the edge, defensive end, and then Spencer as well. Tight end is responsible for that end man line of scrimmage on his back block. He takes the defensive end, and Caleb Spencer, there to get the TFL.
And you know PJ Fleck, even though 3 of his offensive linemen are out, he still has a big front. He wants to make a statement on this drive, get some first downs, continue to run the ball, continue to run that clock.
Well, there's no better feeling for a coach than just be able to run the football late in the 4th quarter and just melt away the time. It's still a 2-possession game.
That last drive, 9 minutes and 20 seconds for Minnesota. That was their longest of the season. As there's Taylor again on the ground, trying to follow.
Darius Taylor coming to this game. Good runner, good catcher of the backfield, but seeing him in person and just the patience in which he runs with has been really impressive.
I've been impressed with him. I've been impressed with Mangum.
I feel like we haven't seen Mangum in a while,
No, he was their heavy hitter early on, big fella. Elijah Spencer's been good. And I've been impressed with a lot of these Virginia Tech defenders as well. Now 3rd and 8. Hokies need a stop. Pressure. Brosmer. Picked off. Dante Lovett gives the Hokies life. Can they capitalize? Pop Watson in at quarterback. Looking downfield. Throws it across the middle. Complete. And it's going to be goal to go. That's Aiden Green, who had a big play early. He's been quiet since.
That's a great job. It's just a mesh concept, and you want it versus man. They get zone, so that middle sit-down's got to work to get open.
Coney in the backfield. The give to Coney, and a great job by Minnesota's defense. Coy Parrish, the true freshman, timed it perfectly.
Yeah, we haven't seen Coy too much in this football game, and I was really looking forward to seeing him go out there and make plays. And it's not like he's had a bad game at all, but just not been as involved as in games past. And that number 3 coming in at the right time right there to get that TFL.
What a possession here midway through the 4th quarter.
She come in with an extra offensive lineman.
Coney again. Faked it, Watson. Watson nailed. Ball comes out. Colin Schlee in at quarterback. What was once 1st and goal at the 4. 2 TFLs. The reverse. Does Minnesota bite? It's Green trying to get to the outside. And the Gophers string him out. Zaquan Bryan there. And now 4th and goal.
I don't love this call right now. You got to get a lot of yards to get this to a manageable 4th down, and you're going to try some trickery. Just put all your eggs in that basket. Would have loved.
How about the closing speed by Bryan to get there?
Goodness. I mean, that's the whole defense. Speed, 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 all 3 levels.
So this likely it for Virginia Tech. 4th and goal. Pop, left. Tackles for loss, and then the interception for Bryan, who got the start after Justin Wally, one of their stars, opted out. In points or yards allowed per game at just under 291, and that's going to be the first down Minnesota needs on this drive. Taylor trying to join Mo Ibrahim.
Is it hinting at our next activity?
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that. No such thing as too many bowl games was my point to the comment.
I feel like the majority have been terrific, too. I mean, competitive. They've been awesome.
Going into the first round of the college football playoff, there were so many bowl games that came down to the last possession.
Yes.
I get it. There was blowout fatigue in the first round of the playoffs. So what? The bowl games are rounded. These mean something to these players. These seniors, like a Brosmer that wants to go out, his final college football game.
But for the young players, too. Yes.
My next comment was going to be in these young guys. They didn't get to play all year. Well, guess what? They got an audience all to themselves tonight to play in a bowl game, play in front of their family, play in front of their friends. There's no such thing. Bowl games are a celebration of college football, and it needs to stay that way. 3rd and 2. Taylor patient. He's going to be spotted just short. 4th and short. Brosmer going to fake it. What a play call. Of which play he wanted in, is it has taken knee time for Minnesota, who's going to finish their season 8-5, led by their Capital One player of the game, Darius Taylor. And what a win for the Golden Gophers to end their season.
And just a much-deserved win. This has been a terrific season for Minnesota. Get that number 8 win, 8-5 overall. Love their quarterback. Good luck to him as he gets ready for the NFL. And for Virginia Tech, man, a lot of young players, and they played hard tonight. There's a lot to look forward for the Hokies heading into the offseason as well.
And I'm going to tell you, Virginia Tech, I was high on the Hokies coming into the season. They had 21 of 22 starters coming back. But Brent Pry's going to have to go back to the drawing board to get this program up and running as P.J. Fleck gets the Gatorade bath before the Mayo bath. Boy, is he going to be sticky and smelly.
Sticky, smelly, but happy. Happy, that's for sure.
He's going to smell like the Sigma Chi house at Arizona State in about 15 minutes. But hey, great effort by both schools. Virginia Tech came into this thing shorthanded. Their players fought. They played with heart. And Brosmer, what can you say? 6th-year kid getting ready for his NFL career. Comes out, plays in the bowl game, and gets a win to end his college career.
I'm interested to see where he ends up. I mean, they're just bullish on him, obviously, and said these scouts and coaches are going to learn a lot from him over the next 4 weeks through whatever game he may play in